Kenyatta Sifuno was asking about service fee to the Ministry of ICT. Do they charge you any agency fee, and on which percentage?
Not currently. We are
not anything?
Not currently.
Not currently.
Because we remember the philosophy then was for us to entirely own the system. Okay. As we speak, there's an intention from them for the continuous development to have a nominal fee attached to it. That negotiation is going on. The contract is with the Solicitor General.
What, Senator Cherargei?
Governor, I can see hosting arrangements. You have said in your response that development, test, production, and disaster recovery are hosted by Ministry of Information and the ICT Ministry. So, does it mean that when the revenue is collected from various streams, before they are swept into the CRF, who has a view? Is it you or the Ministry of Information and Technology? Because I can see in your response everything in terms of development, test, production, even disaster recovery, environment. Who has the view at the first instance? Is it you or the Ministry of ICT? And from how many streams are they sweeping, having in mind the receiver of revenue that there is a new Act of Facility Improvements Act that was given, and I've seen you have been designated for 2 financial years in the appointment letter by CCM Kerich.
Thank you, Chair. The way the software as a service model works is that for a system, you get the instance of that system. And that is why it is possible, the system being hosted in the same place, to even be given to 40 counties. But what the system does, it is revenue management. The collection of revenue is still done within the county bank accounts and Mpesa. When today,
what I'm asking, you don't need to lecture. What I want the view is who has the first instance view of the collection before being swept to the CRF.
Sorry, Chair. What is a first instance view?
As in, who has the view when the streams are being paid?
We have a view.
You can tell us what you have collected now?
Right now.
Can we see it?
Just anyone, all of us can see. I can tell you how much.
As also, and then my next, because you say the person who hosts is the Ministry of ICT, does the ministry which hosts, including recovery, have a view of that payment?
No, Chair. The ministry does not have that view.
But from the agreement, it is something different. The annexures you have attached.
Development
means the recovery.
Recovery.
So which means when you have a problem, there is a downtime or a problem with the system, the person you approach for recovery is the Ministry of ICT. Am I right or wrong? Because that's the response of the government.
That's disaster recovery, Chair. But anyway, tell us.
Chair, there's got a big difference between the physical infrastructure and access to the system. When you access the system, that is when you can...
So you are saying you have exclusive access to the system, no any other user can access the system?
Chair, the only persons who can access the system are the Nairobi City County users and the developers.
How many do you have users that can access?
I would say around 600 Nairobi City County users.
600? 600 users can access?
Yeah, to view. Yeah. You need your revenue officer in Korogosho to see how much is coming in from the slaughterhouse. Because they have to report on their performance every day. If the target is 100,000, you need to know what you collected yesterday, how much is coming in today.
By what time in a day?
It's real time.
By 5?
It's a real time.
As in, how do they know they have collected their target? At what time of the day?
Even in it's real time.
Even midnight?
Real time is all the time.
So all the time it is real time. You know, you are paying these people 24 hours. I thought they work from 8 to 5 p.m.
You pay people 8 to 5, but they can open their email at night. Isn't it? Or
but
does your email close at 5 p.m.?
But Governor, you are telling us you could not sign some documents because it was past business working hours.
I think you are digressing.
I'm not digressing. You are out of order, Governor. You cannot be claiming that you work 24 hours. Then
Chair,
say, no,
I don't know if you got the question he's asking. He's asking if the staff can see after 5 p.m. Of course.
No,
It's the same way you can see your email any time of the day.
You know,
Governor, you are now beginning to behave like Mutuse.
Yes.
Are you with us?
No, I think.
Chair, I think you not heard what he's asking.
You are not with
Then
us.
why are you answering something
Senator
that
Cherargei.
you have not known what you are asking? My question was
It's a
very
wrong
simple.
question, yeah.
You have said
Yes.
that somebody in Korogosho should know their target. I'm asking at what point? Because if you are saying if it is 100,000 target collection per day, how will they know? At what time do they know?
If you have access to a system, you can look at it at any time. It is not shut down.
So if you are collecting from
Somebody
traders,
can pay parking at 1 a.m.
I agree.
or housing rent at any time.
I'm asking, is there a business that close by 8 or by 5 in the evening?
And
So does it have target, a specific target? You're saying you need to collect by this time, the amount that you have given your revenue collection officers?
I don't
Governor,
understand
it's
that
would be a
question,
simple yes or no.
No, it's not a yes or no, because he's asking whether they can see at any time the collection. I told him it's real time. Real time means 24/7. If somebody pays parking at
Governor,
2
can I
a.m.,
rephrase the question?
they can be able to see. Yes.
So you give a target as per 24 hours.
Yes.
So you tell somebody in revenue collector in Korogosho that collect 100,000 within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So if they collect more,
Good for them.
not for the county.
If they collect more revenue, for all revenues comes into a system. There's no. That's what I explained earlier. There's no cash payment in Nairobi.
My second question was, how many revenue streams does this system accommodate?
All of the revenue streams are 100.
How many?
How many?
Your ROR is there.
141 revenue streams.
141 revenue streams.
Yes.
Even
And
though
all of
the-
them come
the
24 hours.
The contract captures 130 something streams.
Yes.
Well,
That's why I was coming to. Thank you, Chair, for that information.
we are covering
Was
one.
that further customization?
Further customization, you see, with the system, there are iterations every other day. There's development. That's why you have Microsoft version 1, version 1.2, 1.3.
But you have not attached your addendum on that extra.
You can't do an addendum on every iteration of a contract.
No, but I'm saying the fact that you signed for something with 130 and then you are now having 141 streams. Chair, isn't that not interesting?
Yeah, because one of the reports then would be having the wrong number.
Yeah, the wrong number.
But since the Auditor General is going to do a
System
proper
audit.
system audit, I think it would be very important that we confirm that the streams, whether the 140 or 130, are automated and there's actual collection. They are not just automated in theory, but collection is being done through those automated streams.
Chair, my last question. I have seen in Jambo Pay and other Web Tribe and others, they charge agency fee as percentage. Do you, I asked Senator Sifuna was asking about service fee to the Ministry of ICT. Do they charge you any agency fee and on which percentage?
Not currently. We are
Not
now,
anything?
Not currently.
Not currently.
Because we remember the philosophy then was for us to entirely own the system.
Okay.
As we speak, there's an intention from them for the continuous development to have a nominal fee attached to it. That negotiation is going on. The contract is with the Solicitor General.
So they underwrote the system development costs.
Yes,
and the
more or less.
licensing costs.
Yeah, and the licensing. And so now for software as a service, they intend to bring in now the percentage.
You know, I personally, as someone with some knowledge in this domain, in my view, this is the right model. A software as a service approach, it's the right model. We are having chaos, each county wanting to develop its own system. And the average cost of development of these systems or acquisition is about 50 million. So 50 times 47, you've got 2 billion Kenya shillings that is being spent on acquisition of systems. ICT, the trend is towards ICT as a shared service. And so the Ministry of ICT could build this capability and rent it out to counties, software as a service model. This, in my view, would be the most efficient approach. Of course, as a county, you can acquire an ERP. Yeah. I support that because county governments don't have a human resource management platform. Many county governments. Many county governments, the workflows are not automated. So if Technobrain was to provide an ERP, then I think that's fair enough. As long as they are not duplicating a service that can be provided at a lower cost by the national government. And I'll be very keen to study this model. And maybe we call the National Treasury, call KRA, and that team that was developing another system, and ask them, why can't we just use this that has already been developed by the Ministry of ICT and use it as the base and roll it out to counties?
Yeah, I agree with you. First of all, it's very difficult to argue with you on technology because you're distinguished in that field. The point is, the resistance by many counties is based on their functional, the constitutional functions. And, they feel, look, this is our function in the 4th schedule. It is chapter 12 in terms of what counties raise. No county, or rather other counties, do not want to yield that to the national government because we've had run-ins with the KRA trying to tax on-source revenue. No, you can't tax the revenue that we're raising. They have sent bills, they have sent agency notices to many counties and explain to them, you cannot tax